Guys, and today I want to make a video on how to install an Omnitracs device on your Kenworth T680. This might be a little bit of a lengthy video, but it's pretty easy, pretty quick, and I want to show you guys my techniques. Okay, first I want to show you guys what we're working with here. Some tools you need is, if you would like, a drill with some bits. I use a cable cutter. This is a prying tool to get the dash plastic off nicely. I'm using a rubber grommet. This is a 36 millimeter. The Omnitracs device comes with some of its own things. It comes with like the power cable, the device itself, a device holder, and it comes with a RAM mount, a mount that comes with two balls and an arm, and some hardware too if you want to use the mount. And the mount, today I'm not going to be using the mount. I want to show you guys a different way. But if you use the mount, let me show you real quick. You can put the mount wherever you'd like. Use some screws and nuts to put this in, or some self-tapping screws. And the mount also goes on the back of the holder as well. But today I will not be using the mount. If someone wants to see a video with me using the mount, please leave it in the comments. I can make one. But I want to show you guys a different way. And the hardware's for the mount as well. So another thing I have here is some self-tapping screws that I'm using. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's start taking some stuff apart. The plastic panel for the Kenworth, you're just going to lightly find somewhere to pry. I just pry one section and I use my hands for the rest. Be gentle, because these things are plastic and they could break. Okay. This is a brand new truck, so very stiff. So I'm going to put this on the side for now. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, I have a hole saw because I am using a rubber grommet, so I'm going to make a hole. Not needed, but this is how I'm doing it. I'm using a hole saw. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is get my Phillips head on my driver. And I'm going to take these plastic panels off. We spec'd our trucks to have this just be flat panels. I'm not sure how everyone's Kenworths are going to look. Everyone's Kenworths look a little bit differently. So keep that in mind as well. But majority of them look like this. So there's 8 Phillips head screws. I'm going to take these off. Nice and slow. So we don't strip anything. Now, since I'm making a hole for my cable to run through behind the dash, I want to show you guys it's going to be in this one. So I'm going to look, I want my hole here, I'm going to hold it, I want it here. I'm going to show you guys quickly how I do it. So I'm going to look behind it, and I use these are for gauges, but I use these as markers. I want my hole here, so I'm going to drill a hole through this hole marker right here. Get your hole saw. Use this down in the middle. Be careful. Got my marker. I'm going to go on the other side. The reason I'm doing this outside, guys, is it's just a little bit of debris. I don't want that in a brand new truck. So on the ground will work. Okay, now that I got my hole made, I got my grommet right here, so now I'm gonna put a hole in my grommet. Now let me check real quick, guys. I'm creating a hole so the cable can go through. Let me check real quick on this hole saw. This is actually a 38 millimeter, so this is a 38 millimeter grommet. So I'm gonna put this right here. Put it nice. Do you need a grommet? No, you can just drill a hole, a small hole. I do it because looks really professional, and it's a good service, and the driver appreciates it too. It looks nice and flush when you finish, and the cable doesn't get damaged. So I would say you do need the grommet if you want to have the cable lasting its full lifetime of the unit. Now that I got my grommet in there, That's done for now. I'm going to put this to the side. Now the cable. Now there's a few ways you could do this. I fish it, so I put my hand through here, and the power for the cable, it goes to the fuse box, to an RP connection. You guys might have seen this before. On all new trucks, it comes with RP ports. So the RP port in the Kenworth is down there by the fuse box. So what I do is, I've been doing this for a while, so I personally put it behind the dash, behind the speedometer gauge, or the digital dash. I put it behind there above the steering wheel. Now this is a feeling thing. I'm just doing I've been doing this for a while, so I put it behind this dash, and then I go down here, guys. This is what I mean by fishing. You go down here, take this fuse panel off, right? And you just go up, and you look for the cable. Now if you did this right, or if you fished it right, should be, yep, I got it too. Yep, I got it. That's what I mean by fishing it. Now I've been doing this for like 300 plus trucks, so I do this in a timely manner to make it quick, and it doesn't require more work. If you would like, if this is your first time, let me take the key off real quick. Key out of the ignition. You could take this panel off. Again, safely as well. You could take this panel off. This comes off as well. You could take your dash out. This is a digital dash, so it's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see the cable where it goes down. Now since I've been doing this for a while, I have really long hands. So I know where to put it behind here and then reach from down below by the fuse box. Let me just put this back nicely. So yeah, if you guys want, pry this open and then take out those 4 screws, and then you can see where the cable goes. Okay, let's move on to the power. Now that we have our ELD cable down here, now we have to connect it to power. So this is a male cable. We're looking for a female RP cable. Now all new trucks now have RP connections. This Kenworth has one. I have a camera installed, and my camera split, but it has a splitter. So I'm going to plug this power cable into my RP connection. Now your Kenworth is going to have the same port if it's new, depending on what year. If you guys want to leave some comments if you guys can't find this port. Another way to connect your ELD is the 9-pin connection. But almost every new truck, or all new trucks, have this style connection now. On the Cascadia is a little bit different. I'll make a video on the Cascadia where the RP port is and how to connect. And also Volvo as well. So that's there. That now has power. I'm going to put that right there, or you can put it nicely up here so it's out of the way, because this is by the fuse box. Now that it's out of the way, I'm going to put the fuse panel back on. And then remember, sure. So how to connect this, by the way, guys, just so I'm going to unplug it to show you one more time, is you put it in, it only goes in one way, and then you have to press this red tab in. That secures the connection. If you don't do the red tab, sometimes the ELD has issues, like recognizing driving and speed. Now that I put that plastic fuse panel back, now we're going to go to the other portion. Okay. Now let's reassemble this real quick. Now, to reassemble it, same thing as we took it apart. I'm going to take this cable here. Also, guys, please make sure you guys leave enough slack behind here. If you ever get pulled over by an officer, you need to have a decent amount of slack so he can grab your ELD. So I'm leaving enough, or I'm leaving all of it, so if a driver gets pulled over, he's going to be able to pull the device and hand it to the officer. This panel goes on first. This panel, I'm going to put the grommet through. Nice. Be careful, it's a little sharp behind there. And now what you're gonna do is put in your screws. Put in the 8 Phillips screws we removed earlier. No need to torque them very hard. It's all plastic. Okay, that's good. Next thing I'm going to do is put my plastic dash panel back in. So make sure it all clicks in place. Every section clicks so it doesn't rattle while the driver's driving. Okay, just double checking everything. There we go. See, sometimes you might miss one. So that's good right there. Next thing is plugging in the ELD. Actually, I'm sorry. Next thing is the ELD mount. I'm going to show you guys that right now. Now for my ELD mount, I'm putting it right here. I'm making a nice flush mount. And what you guys can see is this mount has already 4 holes in it. So that's why I was telling you guys to have some self-tapping screws, because I could put it right here and just self-tap the screws. And yeah, it's going to hold nice and beautiful. That's why I was not recommending, or I'm not using the ram mount, because this is a nice flush installation. And it looks very clean. You see? Those 4 holes. No need to use a mount when you can make it flush on the dash. Now your Kenworth might look a little different, so you might need to use the mount if you need to mount it right here or on top here. That's what the mount's for as well. But since I have this plastic panel that's not doing anything in the truck, I'm mounting the ELD to it. Nice. Mount's all secured. Next thing is plugging in the power cable to the ELD. Now you're going to need a Torx 10 screwdriver. Take these 2 screws out. Okay. That's out. Now let's plug in the cable. Make it nice. So you plug in the cable, only goes one way. You can see this needs to click in there. Hear the click, we're good. Put this rubber piece in here. Nice, it's in there snug. Put the cover back. And then tighten your screws. Torx 10 screws, everybody. Tighten those down. Nice. Very nice. Nice and snug. Not too crazy. Okay. Now, I'm just going to push this cable all the way back. Look how clean this looks. Not a lot of cable everywhere. Looks very clean. So that pretty much summarizes the video, guys. This is how I installed the Omnitracs device on our Kenworths T680s. If any comments or questions, I can show you guys how to install it on your vehicles, Volvo, Freightliner. I can make other videos. Please leave some comments, but this looks like a nice flush and clean look. And let me show you guys as well, if need be. You know, that's why I have the rubber grommet there as well in the hole. You just pull your cable as much as you need, and then you can show an officer, or you can move it around if need be as well. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments, or give me some of your guys' tips as well. What do you guys do? Is there a different way I could do this, a faster way? Thank you guys so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.